All right, guys, listen, I'm so excited today because we are talking to this guy. Listen, I remember when he came on the scene, I think with his first project, and he just exploded with a sound that really, I'm telling you, gospel music has not been the same. He raised the bar in so many areas of gospel music, and he's continuing to do so. He's here today to talk about a great workshop, a songwriters workshop that he has coming up. And of course, I'm talking about the award-winning, legendary, anointed, awesome Myron Butler. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me on today, Chandra.
Listen, I remember when you came on the scene, Set Me Free, it just exploded, and it was a sound that was absolutely awesome. So you continue to raise the bar, and we're excited to talk to you today. Listen, we know you have so much going on. You're a minister of music, but you're still an artist, and you travel, and you continue to write and produce and do all of this. How do you find time to do it all?
It is a ongoing lesson of being organized, and my life is kind of used to it now, and because in addition to those things, it's father, it's husband, it's son, and so for me, it's about having a good support system. My wife supports me, our children do, and I could not do all of those things. I could not be all those different versions of Myron if I didn't have my family supporting me. But it's through prayer, it's through trying to be a good manager of time, and really just focusing on the things that I know God is calling me to do, in this present time.
Now, today you are here to talk with us about this great thing that you are doing. You're giving back. You're taking time to pour into other artists, and I think that's amazing. We're talking about the ScoreSongwriters Conference, and this is going to be a 2-day intensive conference taking place in Dallas, Texas for songwriters, producers, worship leaders. And I know it's going to be awesome. So listen, tell us a little bit about this. What made you decide to do this type of event?
Well, for me, I realized that, I would go around and speak at different conferences, bigger conferences that would have a songwriting class or a producer's class, and there was always an overwhelming response from the people, from the participants, but there was never enough time to really give them a lot of the fundamental tools that I believe they need to be successful. So for me, it was, giving my email address and saying, hey, if you have questions in the future, just call me or reach out to me, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. But it was because I saw that there was a need, but there really wasn't, there were classes here and there devoted to speaking to the songwriter and the producer, but there wasn't necessarily a conference where, that was the main goal or main objective of the conference. And it's been something that I've been kind of walking around with. I always tell people, since I've stepped out into this new venture, doing a conference is different than doing a concert or a CD. And so, there's a lot more planning that goes into it. And this is my inaugural year. It's something that I plan to do annually, just because I feel like for me, I believe that there is another generation of songwriters, there's another generation of producers and worship leaders that need to be poured into in an intensive environment that speaks directly to what they do, whether it's a songwriter, writing or pitching songs, for, artists locally or nationally, whether it's a songwriter writing songs in their local church, whether it's a worship leader who is writing songs. I think that there needs to be some sort of environment or community where that person can come and get spiritual information, can get, natural craft, natural information about their craft, and also business information. So for me, it was, let's put a conference together where we can speak to, the spiritual, aspects of songwriting, the natural or business, aspects of songwriting, and also as a craft. Let's talk about, because I always tell people I believe that songwriting is both a gift as well as a craft. It's a gift in that God gives it. It is a God-given ability, but it's also a craft. You can study it, you can sharpen it, you can grow, from reading, from cross-pollinating with other songwriters. And so for me, it's about merging those two aspects of the gift, of the craft, so that we can empower the next generation of songwriters.
Anybody that's looking to attend, first of all, let me ask this. Are you looking for a certain level of songwriter or producer, or who is the ideal person to attend this conference, to attend this event?
Oh no, the spectrum is wide. So we're talking about everything from songwriting 101, producing 101, all the way up to the person that, has music that has been recorded nationally. But it's just looking for some insight. It's just looking to sharpen their tools, or looking for some networking opportunities. So for me, the core audience for the SCORE conference is the whole spectrum, from beginner all the way to professional. I think, because the other thing that I really want to reiterate that I want to do is I want to create a sense of community amongst songwriters. There's a songwriter in Mississippi that could benefit from the ideas that a songwriter in Seattle has. But if we don't ever create an environment where they can come, share, sharpen each other, listen to what this person has been doing, what the other person has been doing, I think we all kind of operate, as, songwriters on an island to ourselves. And so for me, it's the whole spectrum.
Anybody that's looking to come, guys, listen, make sure that you check out, this is the website, ScoreSongwritersConference.com, and make sure that you check that out. Registration, it's open now, and we know it's going to fill up soon. Tell our listeners, anybody that's interested in coming, what can they expect from this event?
I have called on some of my best friends, some of the people that I believe are equipped with experience and knowledge to speak, to share. Everybody from Kirk Franklin to Percy Beatty to Danny Witherspoon to Travis Green to Asa Ward, Ted Wynn, Monica Coates. And the list just goes on. So for me, I'm going to be speaking as well. I really want to just pull back all the covers. I really want to dig down into the fundamentals, the nuts and bolts of all of these aspects, from songwriting to producing, even to touch over into worship leading. So for me, once again, the website is www.ScoreSongwritersConference.com. It's October 8th and 9th here in Dallas, Texas. The sessions start at 10 a.m. They go up until 5 p.m. And then we have a nightly music session as well. We're going to be doing song critique sessions. So if some of the registrants, bring their songs, we can have some of the producers or some of the guest panelists give critique sessions, because it's all about it's all about it's all about it being constructive and building the person up so that they can go and be better, learn, and for me, and this is not anything negative, but I always, you leave the conference or you leave the gathering and you're like, man, that was cool. It was good music, but it's not necessarily anything that I can apply or use right now. And so that's my whole ulterior motive, is to give everyone that comes something that they can use right now in their songwriting, in their producing, and in their worship leading.
Guys, listen, I'm telling you, you don't want to walk, you want to run. Make sure that you register today, because I know it's going to be good. I've had the opportunity to sit with Myron in some other teaching settings, and it's a moment like none other. So definitely check this out. Go to the website and check it out. Register today. Myron, is there anything else that you would love to share with our listeners?
You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. M. Butler. You can follow me on Twitter at Myron Butler, and on Facebook at Myron Butler and Levi. And let me just throw in a shameless plug. There is a new Myron Butler and Levi record that is coming. I've been working on it for some time now, but it is coming in January of 2016. So that's something that everyone can be on the lookout. We may do a little short snippet session of some of the music during the conference. So I want to throw that in there, and once again invite everybody to come out.
Listen, Myron, thank you so very much. Thank you so much for taking time and for sharing this with our listeners. Guys, you got to check this out. This is the SCORE Songwriters Conference, and you can check it out at ScoreSongwritersConference.com. Again, it's going to be a 2-day workshop happening in Dallas, Texas, with none other than Myron Butler. I mean, who would not love the opportunity to sit at the feet and to just learn from this amazing guy? He's been, we've heard him not only in the forefront, but behind the scenes producing and writing and vocal arranging. This is one of the baddest vocal arrangers that I know, musical directors that I know. So just a wealth of knowledge, and we're so glad that you're taking time and sharing and giving back. All right, so Myron, we are going to end this time, of course, listening to your single On Purpose. And you know what? I would love it if you would just take time and introduce this. Why don't you set it up, introduce it to our listeners?
I would like to first of all say thank you for all, down through the years, you've always been a supporter of the music and the ministry that God has given me. And I have to say thank you for just supporting me, for always, having kind words for me. I cannot say thank you enough. And to the listeners, everyone that is out there, I believe that God has purpose on every individual life on this earth. And I think that you cannot allow anything to cause you to become distracted or unfocused as it relates to your purpose. I would ask that you would stay committed to the call and believe and know that God is for you and your best days are ahead of you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Myron Butler, and I want you to check out my brand new single, On Purpose, from the album with the same title, coming in January of 2016. Take a listen.